All right, so basically, I'm kind of like, with the crowd, kind of like, you see this on the news, and people are like pissed off at Wall Street, but basically it just seems kind of disorganized. So what are you guys actually trying to accomplish?
There's a lot of goals, really. The main reason we started is to kind of get money out of politics, so that's kind of the thing that's headlining it all. Behind that, there's a lot of undercurrents. There's push for education reform, social justice, sustainability. It's really about a lot of things that the current system and the government has failed to address, which remains stacked in the favor of kind of the richer 1% of the people. And we're trying to help equalize that out and get it more on an even footing.
So, but the protest, is basically just getting your message out there, but where does it go from there after the protest?
Well, I'd just like to step back a minute and then to say that I'm not here representing Occupy Portland.
Okay.
I'm a member of them. We're a leaderless movement, so none of us can really represent it. But I can just tell you what it's about and what I've been doing here and what I've seen in the movement.
So, but you guys are protesting corruption, but isn't like Wall Street more of a symptom of the problem of the government?
Well, there's I guess the different levels of causes. There's direct effects and there's really the root causes. And like you said, it's a protest is one thing, but actual change is something different.
Yeah.
So at the moment, actually, we started because we're 2 weeks old today. The first week it was kind of getting situated, getting organized here in camp. I've actually heard that this is, I think, the biggest camp, as in where people sleep in the States of Occupies, and one of the better organized ones. This is also partly because we've been allowed to have some structures. So after that first week was over, now we're trying to move into kind of a more political goal-oriented mindset. A good example of this is a few days ago, our first political action as an Occupy movement was to support instant runoff voting. Just a quick little background. Instant runoff voting is where you can rank your choices for which you vote from first, second, and third choice. This means a good example of this is in the 2000 election where there was Nader, Gore, and Bush, and Ralph Nader was kind of blamed for splitting the vote and allowing Bush to win. If IRV, instant runoff voting, would have been used, people could have still ranked Nader first, Gore second, and they would have let people know that Nader would be their first choice, but Gore would have won in the end, and he would have been in office. So it's kind of a more open democratic way where the smaller parties get more of a voice. And actually 2 days ago, we met with City Hall officials to try to get that into the Portland City Constitution for the local elections to be run like that. So that's an example of some we do have grievances, we have some greater goals we want to achieve, and that's a good example of a greater goal being taken and acted upon at a local level.
That's actually something, that's actually we're going into effect. That's great. So
right.
So affecting things in smaller ways.
So I mean, at the moment, like I said, we're looking for some concrete actions we can do, because that speaks a lot louder than words. We formed a joint working group with the Charter Review Commission, the ones that are trying to put this into the Charter of Portland. It's working well, and hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have this on the 2012 ballot for the people of Portland to choose if they would like to use this better voting system or not.
All right. Well, actually, can you do a quick introduction, like who you are and what group you're with?
Sure. My name is Alex Pio. I've been here since day one. I joined the movement about a week and a half before the actual march. I am at the information booth here, so I'm just helping organize and getting everybody in the camp on the same page. I'm also with the press relations team and the solutions committee, so I wear a number of hats, and I've seen this movement grow from day one, and it's really inspiring to see.
So how big was the movement on the first, like when you first got here? How many people are here?
Well, the actual march in the first day, the estimates are anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000.
And then how much did it grow to?
That was the actual march to here, and then the first night here we had an actual count of people, and there were 600 people sleeping here.
Wow. Okay.
It has grown since then. So again, it's a really rough estimate. I'd say anywhere between 750 to 1,000 people are
Do you have more
here.
marches planned?
We have a lot of events. We have a march board right there. For example, today at 11, which was an hour ago, there was one at Wells Fargo. We're organizing on November 5th, a day for people to take money out of banks and into credit unions, which have a lot fairer practices. And that's a worldwide thing right there. So we're organizing with the other Occupy movements. And we do have a number of things we're in the works.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.